Hello, and welcome back to the Pokemon Emerald Level Locke. My name is Ectric, and we are here in episode 13, and I finished editing the episode 12... Oh, who's talking to me? Benjamin. Neat. Congratulations for you and your stamp mate. Anyway, I finished editing up to episode 12, so I'm all caught up, and whoo boy do I have a lot of points. I think I'm at 297 as of right this second, and I did not think I'd be doing this badly. I apologize. Hopefully going forward I won't get any more penalties, and in, later level locks I'll be better at this, because dang am I bad at this right now. And it's not even that my team is all that bad, because, I mean, we've got Automi, who is a Spoink with Drought, and the moves Psybeam, Confuse, Psywave, and Odor Sleuth. We can just go in here. We've got Basket, the Beautyfly, with Hustle ability, and then knows Mega Drain, Gust, Morning Sun, and Sunspore. We've got Rock Fieri, the Graveler, Magnitude, Rock Throw, Tackle, and Rollout with the Shadow Tag ability. We've got our shiny Swablu Diamond with Peck, Astonish, Sing, and Growl, and the Intimidate ability. We've got Fang the Seviper with Poison Tail, Bite, Lick, and Wrap with the Water Veil ability. And we've got Yelio the Loudred with Stomp, Dragon Claw, Rock Smash, and Cut with the Water Veil ability as well. So that's our team, and it's not that bad. Obviously, we don't have great coverage when it comes to water. Basket can handle water types, but, we don't have a water type just yet, which we'll get at Lily Cove, but that's a while from now. So, we'll have to see. But we'll be moving forward. Today, what we're just going to be doing is going up to the Jagged Pass and basically training up our team, because I'm pretty sure that our dad is definitely the next gym leader we have to face. And I think his team is level 31s, all of them. So our team is definitely under-leveled. Obviously, we've got Yelio at level 32 and Basket at level 31, but after that we're all lower than 31, and I think that we should have everyone up around level 30 before we move on. So I think we'll keep Automi out front, and we will just... Alright, there we go. Beautiful. I really like the aggro bike that way. Acro bike. Oh, and I went right back down. There we go. Come on. There you go. Good. Alright. Now let's hop down real quick. We'll turn off the bicycle, and we'll just train over here. So, while we're doing that, I can kind of talk about what's been going on, because obviously the schedule for this series got a little messed up. I've been talking about it in all the other series, but I'll talk about it in this one too. Last weekend I had a ton of work to do for classwork, and it just got to the point where I could not edit or record or anything for a few days in a row, and I just got behind a little bit. Obviously I caught up in terms of, recording and stuff like that, but editing became a real hassle, especially with this series, because every time we get it level I have to do an editing change, so this one's a bit intensive in terms of the amount... Oh, that's not good. Alright. Oh, Tommy needs to, not do that. Good. But yeah, so Really? That didn't kill? Fine. Okay. But with this, series, the editing is really difficult, so, it's basically... It took me a long time to get it, so these episodes came out later than I expected them to. So, I should be back on track now, because I am recording this a day early, and and I've started to figure out ways to make the editing go faster. So hopefully we'll be able to not have to worry about that too much. But, it did get this series, and all other series except for Animal Crossing, kind of pushed back. So, we will have to, we will hopefully not have to deal with that anymore. I'm gonna go back and heal. Actually, We'll just switch out somewhere else up front. Let's see. So we want... Let's put Diamond up front. Get her some levels. Alright. I don't know if this is the best place to train, but we'll have to give it a shot because it's not looking like there's too many good places at this point in the game. Alright, let's go. We're 6 levels underneath. I shouldn't risk this. So we'll switch into... Is Bug super effective on Psychic or the other way around? Oh, we'll find out. It looks at the very least like it's not super effective on us, so I think it's Bug is super effective on Psychic. So that's good. We can switch into Basket, which is fine. At least for your sports. We should probably not switch into Basket for these. Alright, and... Stop. Good. Stop. Beautiful. So, we're gonna just be grinding here. I've been kind of just working towards eventually moving out of my apartment because I'm going to be moving to north of the city as opposed to south of the city, and that's going to happen at the end of the summer, so we're still a while off, but been doing some research on different apartment complexes and such, and also been starting to plan out getting myself some moving boxes and stuff like that. Obviously, for a while now, we're just gonna have to kind of play it by ear because I don't know how difficult it's gonna be to move in the middle of a pandemic. But we've got basically to figure out exactly, you know, how to get the U-Haul set up and all that stuff like that, and move everything. We need to figure out where we're going to be living. And the reason I say we is because I'm actually moving in with my girlfriend, so very excited about that. We've been doing long distance for 6 years now, and it's rough. It's been very rough having to deal with that constantly, but it's finally coming to an end. We're able to move in together, and it's really exciting. So we're trying to figure out, you know, 2-bedroom apartments where we can each have a little bit of space and stuff like that, and be able to figure out exactly where we're living that's close to where she's going to be working and close enough to the transit system so that I can get into the city to go to classes and stuff like that. So we've been going through that. Past couple days we haven't really done much, or at least I haven't. She's been looking at the stuff that I put on our Google Doc that we created. I don't like that didn't do anything. Let's go to Basket. Yeah. Good. Gust. Stop missing. Dude. There you go. Basket's effect or ability is kind of annoying. Gotta be honest. Alright. Good. 22. Let's go heal up real quick. Make sure we're staying healthy, not dealing with any sort of issues with, you know, accidental crits knocking us out and getting more penalties for us. So, probably for the best that we are better safe than sorry. Come on. Come on, there you go. And we're good. So, I'm thinking that once we finish this series up, which we're already kind of halfway through, which is crazy because it's only episode 13, I guess it helps that, you know, I can't possibly have to restart because of, oh, this is not smart. Why am I leaving in diamond? Yeah, so it makes sense that because I'm not resetting, I'm not going to have as high a level or number of episodes as I did for the Untitled Locke. But it's still kind of weird that I'm already like halfway through this game and I'm only at episode 13. Really? There we go. Diamond grew another level. Let's see. Fury attack. No, I don't want Fury attack. Beautiful. So anyway, it's looking like this series is going to end around like episode 30, maybe at the most, depending on how much I speed up and all that stuff. But and how many times I end up bodying my own team because of stupid decisions. But anyway, once this series is over, I'm thinking what the next series that we're gonna do is a Pokemon Shield Level Locke. I kind of was talking about this in previous episodes, but I've recently got back into shiny hunting and all that stuff in Pokemon Shield, and it just reminded me how much I loved that game. Obviously, Gen 3 will always be my favorite, most likely, unless like a Pokemon game is just that good. But it's still, like, Gen 8 is definitely up there for me. I absolutely loved playing through that game, and I still really enjoy it. Even going back and kind of just figuring out how to create as basically a competitive team for online battles and stuff like that. Even though I don't really do online battles, I'm thinking possibly what it could be fun for my friend Punningman, who is in the Smash series that is coming up soon. I'm thinking that we could possibly do battles against each other in Sword and Shield, because he's got Pokemon Sword. And I think he just finished very recently. He took forever to be able to finish that game, but I don't like that. Let's switch. Best guy, yeah. There we go. Good. Oh, Mega Drain works, I suppose. But yeah, so he just finished up the Elite Four in that game and all that stuff, and he beat it. So now he's looking to basically... I don't know what he's planning on doing in that game, if anything, but I figure it'd be cool to possibly end up doing some online battles against each other, because I've never done it before, and I've really never been competitive in terms of Pokemon like battles and stuff like that. I always was much more of a completionist, collectionist type of person, where I'd kind of just try and beat the game as much as possible and beat all the side quests and all that stuff, get all the different items, and then collect all the different Pokemon. Or I'd find some sort of like fun mini game that I could create for myself in a game, and then just do that over and over again. Like, for example, when I was growing up and we would play Battlefront 2, I think I've talked about this before, but in Star Wars Battlefront 2, the 2005 version on the PlayStation 2, essentially what would happen is... Why did I switch into Basket? I'm not paying attention. Let's go to Yellow. But yeah, so in that game, we would basically... my brother and I would just basically go around and play in one instant action place in Mos Eisley, and essentially we'd both play as the villains, and we would both play as Boba Fett, and we'd essentially just try and either snipe each other or attack each other with jetpacks and try and blow each other up as much as possible. And we wouldn't... obviously, that's not the way they intend you to play it. They intend you to, like, go after people on the other side and stuff like that, and try and beat each other, beat the other team, and get the most points, or, you know, kill all the other players on the other team. But instead, what we would just do is we'd just go through and, you know, friendly fire against each other using jetpacks over and over again. Oh yeah, I forgot you're super effective on me. Whatever. So, obviously, it didn't necessarily have to be something that the game actually intended for you to play, but every once in a while I'd come up with some sort of stupid, fun thing to do that I would enjoy more than the actual gameplay. One that I actually found out in college was one of my roommates had introduced me to the idea of playing tag in Mario Kart. So instead of like racing through and trying to play as normal, what you do is you basically just like drive around randomly, not trying to do laps, and you'd try and play tag with the other people. So someone would be it, you'd have to try and bump another player, and if you bumped another player, then that meant they were now it, and you just went driving around, and it basically incentivized you to figure out, you know, what were the most obscure places that you could possibly go to try and find to hide, and difficult places to get to, that kind of stuff. So that was a ton of fun that I enjoyed doing. And it got to the point where I only wanted to play tag whenever we played Mario Kart, as opposed to actually playing Mario Kart regularly. But eventually I would play regular Mario Kart again, but it is a lot of fun to play tag. So if you're ever interested in doing that, you could just go and play tag in Mario Kart as opposed to trying to race through. It allows you to find exactly where the limits are of each level and where you can drive, because for some reason they allow you to drive in a lot of places that you wouldn't expect them to, considering it's supposed to be just, you know, a straight race. Alright, let's get back up here. Beautiful. Alright, and hop down here. Get off the bike. And continue grinding. I can't wait for Diamond to be leveled up enough. I think I might need to do some grinding in between episodes so that I don't waste your time with multiple grinding episodes. Alright, oh, it's good that that missed. I probably should have switched out at some point, but that's okay. Alright, peck. Oh, that was a crit. Let us switch out to someone who can handle this more. Oh, Tommy can handle this. Super effective. Alright, side beam. Beautiful. Yeah. I'm gonna go heal up real quick. I'm trying to get Diamond up, especially because having a Dragon type would be really nice, and I really enjoy Altaria. So I'm looking to get her up to snuff, as well as probably, let's see, Tommy definitely also. I want to try and get both of them to evolve fairly soon. Fang I'm not too worried about, because Poison type's not really that great at typing. In fact, I'm thinking that it's probably best that we end up trading him out for Staryu whenever we get that one. So, and then we'll just rock out with that team as a team of 6, and Fang won't be on the team, unfortunately. I like Fang, and the Poison Tail actually does more than I was expecting it to, but it's really only super effective on grass in this game, and that's already covered by Flying, which we've got 2 of those types. So it really doesn't make much sense to be having a Poison type on our team. I think it's also, maybe it's also super effective on Bug, but again, Poison, or Flying type. Jeez, couldn't think of the word. Alright, Pokemon. Let's go into Rapieri. Alright, I need to bodied. Okay, so yeah, so that's my my thoughts for this team. I want to make sure that we have a good team where we can get as much coverage as possible, because it's right now we still have some pretty glaring weaknesses. There are, I mean, obviously there are some mons that will be some types that we're just not going to be able to plan for, because we don't have the specific typings. Like, for example, like water and electric is only weak to grass, and we've got Mega Drain on Basket, but we don't have any grass types, so there's only so much we can do about that. But alright, let's body this thing. It crits, it kills. So let's switch out. Yep, that was fine. Good. Stop. Beautiful. I don't know why I have, well, Diamond's getting more experience if it's up front and with the experience share, not just the experience share. Let's see. We'll keep Diamond up front for now. Good. Pokemon. Fairy. Yeah. Let's go. Body this thing. Yeah. Cool. Hopefully I didn't miss any timestamps for the levels, because it's annoying having to scrub through all of the footage to find where someone leveled up. Oh, that was a high number. Good. Alright. Diamond grew to level 20. Oh, why'd you do that? There you go. Okay. Let's see. So we've got level 20. You know what? I'm gonna make this an early end to an episode, and then I'm just gonna grind for a while without outside of the episode, in between this one and the next one, so that you guys don't have to watch me just grind through and try and commentate while also Switch training. It's very difficult to focus on both, so I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It was just, you know, mainly podcasty, talking about different things going on in my life, but I kind of enjoy those types of ones, as long as I can just kind of do something mindless. Unfortunately, this grinding is taking a little bit of extra thought, because I have to constantly switch Pokemon out, because Diamond's not strong enough to handle things on her own. But hopefully once we have higher levels, we'll be able to kind of just do that if we need to grind again. So, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I had a lot of fun making it, and I hope to see you in the next one. But until then, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next episode. Have a great day. Bye.